Hi guys, I'd like to welcome you guys all back to my channel. Today I am here with a book video. Today we're going to be talking about some of the third quarter releases that I think you would be interested in because I'm interested in them. As usual, these are my disclaimers. Please do not forget to interact with this video so that I can prove to YouTube that I'm not out here buying views. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, all that jazz. Obviously, these are not all the books that are coming out in the third quarter, nor are they all the books that I'm interested in for the third quarter, but these are just some of the books that I specifically remember that are coming out, so I figured let's talk about them. You guys really liked the first quarter and the second quarter video, so I figured let's do another one. So the first book that's coming out, or that already came out on July 6th, is Six Crimson Cranes by Elizabeth Lim. This was a pre-order, or this was a birthday book buy for me. So thank you to my friend who bought it. So as you guys know, I really like Elizabeth Lim. She is the author of Reflection, and she is the author of the Spin the Dawn duology. This particular book is a book about a young princess who has magic that she secretly conceals until her wedding day, when I guess all Hades breaks loose and her stepmother finds out that she has magic, and her stepmother has dark magic, and so she exiles the princess and makes the princess not be able to speak about what happened because she turned her brothers into cranes, and if she speaks anything about what happened, then her brothers will die. So now not only is she exiled, but she's also trying to find her brothers and trying to figure out what's going on and why they're trying to overthrow the throne. Obviously, these are my kind of videos, my kind of books. So I was super excited for this one, and I also really like the cover. Another book that I was really excited for this quarter is Island Queen by Vanessa Riley. And I just want to read it to make sure that we do it right. So it says, a remarkable, sweeping historical novel based on the incredible true life story of Dorothy Kirwan Thomas, a free woman of color who rose from slavery to become one of the wealthiest and most powerful landowners in colonial West Indies. Born into slavery on the tiny Caribbean island of Montserrat, Doll bought her freedom and that of her sister and her mother from her Irish planter father and built a legacy of wealth and power as an entrepreneur, merchant, hotelier, planter that extended from the marketplace and sugar plantations of Dominica and Barbados to a glittering luxury hotel in Demerara and the South American continent. I never heard of this woman. It also debunks the whole thing about Irish people not owning slaves, but either way, like, I'm very intrigued about this story. This is obviously a hit in historical novel, and it's about a woman who clearly beat the odds, and I love reading stories like that. And I also love learning more about women of history who did things like this, so I'm very excited about this book. On July 13th, Wings of Shadow by Nikki Pau Preto comes out. And if you guys remember, I think this was like a video I did in December where I said series of books that I want to finish. Well, I'm going to be finishing this one, and I'm very happy about it. So this is the third and final book, I think, of the, what is the name of her series? Oh my goodness. I'm trying to search my bookshelves, trying to find the book. I'm just going to put the picture of the book here because I can't remember the name of the book. But it's basically a story about Phoenix Riders and sisterhood, and it's all coming to a climactic end. And so I'm very excited to get into this book. I will hopefully be reading this book this month because I have read the other two fairly recently, so I want to read it while it's still fresh in my mind. The next book that I'm interested in reading is The Taking of Jake Livingston. You guys have seen it all over booktube. I did actually receive an arc of this book, and I'm halfway through the book. I wanted to have this book done before its release, and I messed up and did not get it done. But basically, it is a paranormal type book, and it is about a young queer Black teen who is a medium. And so I am really liking it. I do have some thoughts, but I'm going to wait to share that when I actually finish the book. The next book, it comes out on August 10th. It is The Sisters of Reckoning by Charlotte Nicole Davis. This is the second book in the Good Luck Girls saga. I don't know if this is a duology or not, but if you guys remember last year, Good Luck Girls ended up being a surprisingly great read for me last year. I had zero expectations going into that book, and that book was actually really, really good. So I'm very excited about the sequel that is coming out. This takes place right after, I think. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So this takes place like right after all of the ending of the first book. And so we get a look at the girls after everything that's happened in the first book. I can't say anything else without spoiling it. If you have not read Good Luck Girls yet, I really don't know what you're waiting for. Like, again, it was one of my top books. Just read it. You'll thank me later. Another book that is coming out this year on August 17th is Redemptor by Jordan Ifueko. This is the sequel to Raybearer. And if you guys remember, I read Raybearer during the freeze earlier this year, and it was really, really good. It lived up to all of the hype. And not to mention, the cover is super purple. Like, if you've not read Raybearer, I think that it is definitely a good book to try. It was a very unique story, in my personal opinion. I just really enjoyed it. I love the writing as well. So I can't wait to see what they're going to do in the second book. I have predictions, but I'm not going to say the predictions just yet. Since I read this book so recently, I'm not going to do a reread, but I am definitely ready for the second book. The next book that comes out August 24th is Devil in the Device by Laura Beth Johnson. This is the second book in the Goddess in the Machine book. So I think I did a video about this book. I did receive an arc of the first book, and it was one of those books where, so I didn't like the language of the book. I'll try to remember to leave a link so you guys can actually see the review of what I was talking about. But the premise of the story was super interesting, and the way that they left it, I'm kind of just still sitting here I wonder how they're going to pull that together. I'm very, very interested. I also, I understood who the goddess in the machine was, so now I want to know who is the devil in the device. And I think I have an idea of who it is, but again, I just want to wait and, we'll talk about it when it's time. So another book that I cannot wait to read, it comes out September 14th, is White Smoke by Tiffany D. Jackson. So if you guys don't know, Tiffany D. Jackson is one of those writers that always evokes emotion out of me. It doesn't matter which part of her writings I'm reading. I know at some point I'm going to cry. Like I said, still to this day, the most haunting book that I've read from her is Monday's Not Coming, which is still an amazing book. I highly recommend you read it if you have not. But I think this is her first horror genre book. So I'm just going to read the description because y'all know sometimes I'm not good at descriptions. So it says, The Haunting of Hill House meets Get Out in this chilling YA psychological thriller and modern take on the classic haunted house story from the New York Times best-selling author Tiffany D. Jackson. Marigold is running from ghosts. The phantoms of her old life keep haunting her. But a move with her newly blended family from their small California beach town to the embattled Midwestern city of Cedarville might be the fresh start she needs. Her mom has accepted a new job with the sterling foundation that comes with a free house, one that Mari now has to share with her bratty 10-year-old stepsister Piper. The renovated picture-perfect home on Maple Street, sitting between dilapidated houses, surrounded by wary neighbors, has its secrets. That's only half the problem. Household items vanish, doors open on their own, lights turn off, shadows walk past rooms, voices can be heard in the walls, and there's a foul smell seeping through the vents only Mari seems to notice. Worse is Piper keeps talking about a friend who wants Mari gone. But running from ghosts is just a metaphor, right? Listen, so if y'all don't know this, I don't pay money to go see horror movies because I am a punk. I am a huge punk. It's very, very easy to scare me. That's just what it is. And so The Taking of Jake Livingston and then White Smoke are probably the only two psychological thrillers I'll be getting into this year. I'm just not a psychological thriller person. I have to be in a real mood for them. And so I'll more than likely be in here with all my lights on reading because I also have a very vivid imagination. And it just doesn't sound like my dreams will be very pleasant once I do this. Another ending of a trilogy series that I wanted to finish, it is The Bronzed Beast by Roshani Chotsky. This is the Gilded Wolves #3. It comes out September 21st. This is the sequel of the sequel that I'm waiting for. So the second book I actually liked more than the Gilded Wolves. So the second book is called The Silvered Serpents. I enjoyed the Gilded Wolves. I loved the Silvered Serpents. Granted, some things I did kind of predict. I don't mind, because I still felt like there was great storytelling, and I have favorite characters, obviously. And the second book really put me through an emotional moment for them, because I was just kind of like, if anybody dies, we're going to fight. And then, we get to the end of the book and I'm just like, okay, fine, whatever. It's cool. It's whatever. So I recommend it. A lot of people try to compare it to Six of Crows. I've never read Six of Crows, so I can't really tell you. But I enjoy heist type books, and this spoke to me for that reason. So another book, I added this one to the list. It comes out September 28th, and that is Stephanie Garber's Once Upon a Broken Heart. So this book is a spinoff of the Caraval series, which you guys know I actually very much enjoyed. And she's actually spinning off from, who is it? The Prince of Hearts. If you've not read the Caraval series, you have no idea who I'm talking about. But a particular character, known as the Prince of Hearts, was introduced in this story. And it's some parts of his story that were very interesting to me. And I just figured, why not mention it? So, I do realize that a lot of these books on this list are YA. Don't worry, I am going to be getting better. I'm currently looking for blogs and currently looking for information about adult novels. So if you guys have any resources, please let me know down below. I also want to compile a video to share all of these resources with everybody so that we can all get our book list ready for the next coming months. My question to all of you, if you're still here, thank you, by the way, what books are you looking forward to coming out in the third quarter? So that is from July, August, and September. Leave your comments down below. As usual, thank you guys so much for watching. And until the next time, guys, bye.